Okay, so this might deserve a longer video, which is why I mentioned I would do it as a PhotoView Friday thing, but I'll give a quick general explanation here. By default, in SolidWorks, there's no, you always have a camera feature. Without a camera in the model, you wouldn't actually see anything. So most users don't realize they're looking through a camera. Well, you are, because that's how you see geometry. The visible environments are very neat and cool, but they are a horrible uh, uh, distortion of reality, because even though in SolidWorks I can be looking at a model in a totally orthographic projection, which is by default how you would model things in SolidWorks, these backgrounds are stretched with a bunch of perspective. And it's done because it looks cool. If we didn't do that, an orthographic projection of a background would be like 1 or 2 pixels back here, and it wouldn't actually look like the image. So we show you this sort of perspective environment even though you're in an orthographic view. So you can still sort of kind of place the model around in here, but notice as you zoom in and out, everything zooms in and out. Okay? So just remember that for a moment, and we'll switch to a perspective view. In perspective, you'll notice it actually zoomed the environment in. It didn't. What it really did is it made more of the environment visible, and is more accurate of reality now with regards to the perspective of the model itself and how much of the environment you see. But it works sort of the same way in that I can kind of position it, and that looks pretty good there, and I might be happy with that. But you still have a lot of control as everything's sort of scaling together. So I said you should add a camera, so I'll go to the display manager, say add camera, and I won't worry about any of this stuff. I'm going to actually collapse it for the moment. In a camera view, when you're adding a camera, this is the view of the model with the camera in it. So here's our camera looking at our model. This over here is the result of what the camera is seeing. So as you move this around, you're seeing different parts of your scene. You can also just move around in here like you would a normal camera view by middle mouse button rotate in this case, and you can see how it changes the camera. Okay, so the difference between a camera feature and the default camera in SolidWorks is that with the default camera in SolidWorks, when you do a zoom in and a zoom out, you are essentially doing this and this. But with a camera feature, when you use the zoom in and out tool, you're moving the object closer or further from the camera while maintaining the field of view. So I'm just going to go ahead and say OK. I'm going to switch to the camera. Now, by default, cameras are locked. So when you try and move it, it tells you I can't. I'm going to right click, unlock the camera, and now I am manipulating the camera. And you can see when for example, you rotate, the icon shows the little camera next to the rotation icon. So now when you zoom in and out, I'm moving the camera closer to or further from the object while maintaining the aspect ratio. And now you can kind of get this thing positioned so that it looks more realistic.